Well, hello. I'm going to do my first three royal rounds. I'm treating a royal round as four sets of six arrows. The timed end will be treated as just a normal set of six. I usually get between 7 and 8 off in a 30-second timed end. People usually get off more or less. I've known of archers in on tier who have, well, they're called ludicrous for a reason. But I feel that six arrows is a good even number. It stays in line with six arrows per end that we shoot during a royal round at 30, 40, and 20 yards. And it lines up with eventually hitting the 144 arrows that a York shoots. So I'll be taking about a 2-minute break between each end of each set of six arrows, which I'm going to call an end, like we do in archery, and a 5-minute break between each full royal. And I'm going to attempt to get 3 full royal rounds done on film right now. Take a break, go for a walk. During a royal round, walking back and forth from the targets, we usually walk about just back and forth. No looking for arrows, no walking around the target, talking while people retrieve arrows. 2.3 miles. My goal is going to be 2.4. Just basically train for more than I'm actually planning to do. And so I'm going to get started. To reduce the risk of a dry fire, I will be, instead of drawing with my fingertips like that, I will be fully encasing the bow string like this. It won't fully negate the risk of a dry fire, but it will severely reduce it. A dry fire, if you don't know, is you draw your bow back and then you release with no arrow. When you release with an arrow, all the stored kinetic energy in the bowstring and the bow limbs transfers through the arrow. If you don't have an arrow to transfer that energy into it, it transfers onto your bow limbs and can actually damage your bow, lowering its draw weight. It can cause a delamination in a laminated fiberglass bow like this one. It can cause a shatter in a wooden bow. These are things that actually are very dangerous to the archer, as even my bow, which is a lightweight 30-pound bow, my draw length is 31 inches. The weight is calculated at a draw of 28. So at 31 inches, I'm pulling somewhere between 40 and 45 pounds every time I draw my bow back to my draw length. You'll notice I'm also wearing my bracer. Even though I'm not actively shooting, if a dry fire does happen, this will protect my arm. Bowstrings can do a lot of damage to skin. It actually looks like when a heavy fighter doesn't cover his ass on a wrap shot. And you'll notice my bracer actually bears the arms of my Arcos. Hi, Moonshadow. So I'm going to get started. Each time I draw, I will draw back to my length. I will count to 5, and then I will count off the number of the rep it is. And then what makes this a little bit more difficult than shooting is, instead of releasing the string and taking all the weight off of my back that I'm pulling, I'll be slowly bringing it back. Again, this is a safety measure. I would rather be out on an archery range right now actually putting arrows down range. I do not have a at-home range because I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and all of the indoor and outdoor ranges are currently closed in my area. So this is the closest I'm actually going to be able to get to putting arrows down range. So I'm also going to be looking at my form. One of the things that I have a problem with, it usually corrects itself by end of season, but beginning of season, or if I haven't shot in a while, is what we refer to as a death grip. So as you grip down on your bow, the harder you grip, your wrist will actually pull it inward and it will affect your aim. What we try and do is maybe grip with just your index finger and your thumb and let the bow rest. In Olympic archery, they have a sling around the wrist that ties the bow. And if you've seen in Olympic archery, when they shoot, their hand opens up and the bow just flips forward. That's how they're actually not doing a death grip. And one of the things I've been talked to by multiple people, multiple times at the beginning of season that usually corrects itself by the end of season, is I'm death gripping my bow, and that is affecting my shots. So that, as well as form, are stuff I'm going to be looking at to try and improve during our mandatory downtime. So I'm going to get started. I'm currently aiming into a wall. Normally I would aim towards the direction the laptop is currently facing, because that way if someone walks in through my open door, or even if I close the door, they're not walking into a line of fire. Even though I'm not putting a live arrow on here, it is still a safety issue, and we do try and stress safety. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is roughly one end of arrows. So I'm going to call that the 40-yard shooting, even though I'm not angling my body up at the waist if I was trying to shoot at 40 yards. I'm going to start my 2-minute timer. So one of the things we do when we shoot at longer ranges is we have to work against the strength of the bow. My 30-pound bow can put arrows easily out past 100 yards. If I'm shooting at 100 yards, I'm going to want to angle up about that much to get the trajectory to hit. And you'll notice I'm doing my best to angle at the waist. If I just raise my arm, my draw length is actually going to be affected. And you'll probably hear my phone go off as it's sitting in front of my laptop as I currently use it to time. And I'm taking a downtime between each rep to replicate time it takes to retrieve arrows, because I could stand here and rep out a total of 12 sets of 4 ends for 3, but I can basically stand here and rep out all 3 royal rounds, which is about 36 shots, one after the other. But that doesn't replicate the conditions on the range, where we have downtime from the time we leave the line to the time we retrieve to the time the line reopens and we take the line again and shoot. This also gives my back muscles, which I'm trying to engage more than my arm muscles, a little bit of time to recover between rounds, or else I am going to burn myself out. So yes, I could just stand here and pull, bring forward, 100 times. That's actually going to probably hurt me physically, and it's not a true representation of what I would be doing on the range. I've also got about a gallon of water here that I will be drinking throughout this process. Okay, alarm, dismiss alarm. Put my shooting glove back on. And okay, 30 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, start my timer. You'll also notice that I'm doing my best to bring my hand all the way back to the same point. This is my anchor point. It's about 31 inches off the shelf of the bow. And And basically, I'm trying to get a consistency on my draw for muscle memory. And I used to bring my thumb back to my jaw, but since the thumb is not engaged in the draw, since I don't use a thumb draw and a thumb ring, which is basically the thumb ring goes under the thumb, you hook the thumb over here and you draw. Let's see, you hook the thumb and you actually draw like that. I'm using standard, what everyone considers a traditional draw of 3 arrows, 1 over the knock bead, 2 under. So I'm trying, since the thumb is not engaged, it has that much play. Plus, if you don't get back onto, say, I'm anchoring right now on the socket, the jawbone sockets into. If I anchored onto the jawbone, as I'm talking, I have that much play. So I'm not coming back to a consistent draw length each time. Okay, timer's going to be going off in about 20 seconds. Probably pull out one of my arrows for talking next. Just to keep me doing stuff during my quick periods of down. I'll also be taking, like I said, a 5-minute rest period between each full royal round, just so that, again, it's replicating time between ends, time between rounds, and a quick rest period for me. Okay, 20 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here's the arrows I shoot. Like I said, this is a 30-pound bow. The weight on a bow is measured at a 28-inch draw. And like I said, I have a 31-inch draw. This is a 32-inch arrow. It's about as long as they can come, because usually arrow shafts are about 32 inches long. It's Port Orford cedar. This is this was ordered through Suzanne St. Charles. Oh, I actually grabbed the one with her signature on it. Of Northwest Archery. I've used this same crest since I started ordering arrows. Same color scheme. The fletching is also the same, some of the main colors in my coat of arms. And the nock has been a godsend. This is a clear iridescent pink nock. And I've been able to actually see it light up in the sunlight at 40 plus yards. I've been able to see my arrows in the ground. I have not lost an arrow since I bought this set over a year ago because of these nocks, because a lot of the arrows I've lost have been in underbrush from overshoots. So I am really, really happy with the performance the nocks have given me. The arrow is spined for 50 pounds. So that's its stiffness, because as the arrow takes weight from the bowstring, it will flex and wobble, known as the archer's paradox. And yes, all the archers who will possibly see this video already know this. These descriptions are for non-archers. Because I figure I might as well try and teach something while I'm exercising and trying to maintain the ability to shoot. Okay. Okay. 30-second timed. Normally, like I said, we shoot as many arrows at 20 yards as we can safely put downrange at 30 within a time limit of 30 seconds. And I'll only be doing 6 draws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Quick set a 5-minute timer. Start it. And I'm actually going to make sure this is getting shared to a few areas, so I have people to interact with as I'm doing this. One moment. Our order from Amazon Prime is one stop away, by the way. So we'll be here probably in the next few minutes. And I won't be able to tell you when it comes. Okay. Okay. Here's the app I want. Okay. So as I'm drawing, what I'm trying to do is engage more across my back, because that's actually what's supposed to be engaging and not just drawing off the strength of my arms. That will give me longer time shooting before I hit fatigue, and is actually engaging the proper muscle groups. When I'm holding it, I'm actually engaging my core. I'm engaging across my back. I'm engaging my arms on both sides. You'll notice this one is not locked out. So that's actually putting half of the weight of the bow on this arm, half the weight of the bow on this arm as I'm drawn. So yeah, it's just stuff I'm trying to do to make it so when we're able to start having events again and I'm able to start shooting again, I'm going to actually be able to come back at least at my level, or hopefully come back better. Part of the reason why I'm holding it is to build up endurance at draw, so I have better time to aim. In a timed end, one of my biggest downfalls is I don't take time to aim. I try and just put as many arrows downrange as I can. And 4 arrows hitting 3 or better is going to be better than 7 arrows hitting 1 or missing the target in general. So it's nice to be able to match the archers who have a lot more experience and are a lot better practiced, but go at your pace. It's something I have to work on myself, and only measure yourself against your previous scores. if I measure myself against, say, Arcos Tim, he is a grandmaster currently. He is a Ludicrous as of last year, or 2 years ago. Ludicrous is a score of 120 or better. My average is he's also a crossbow shooter, and he obliterates crossbow timed ends, where that's usually the crossbow's weak spot. My average with an open score with my recurve is mid 50s to high 50s. So I can't really accurately measure myself against anyone but myself. Okay. And it's actually getting warm outside. Have the window open, but okay. Okay, this is royal round number 2 of hopefully 3 before the video is done. And later tonight, I'll do another 3 royal rounds, which will take me to 144 draws. And I will be streaming that one as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, set my alarm back down to 2 minutes. Okay. So one of my goals eventually is I'm going to start, maybe in a week or so, wearing my shooting quiver. This is based on a pattern I got from Mistress Marika, based on the quiver she made. This hangs down about right here. I did use a snatch for a quick release, so if I need to remove the quiver quickly, if I'm going straight from the range to court, I can just pop it off. Or if I called into court and I hadn't had time to pop the arrow off, or the quiver off, I can do so and disarm myself on my way to speak with the king. You notice the quiver is currently empty. This is the quiver I made to actually store my arrows. This is based off of what can be surmised from the head bee find. It is just the quiver, a sash would actually connect here and hold it at my side about right there. I cannot try and picture shooting by pulling the arrows straight up like this. How my quiver hangs lets me pull them straight forward for a much smoother draw. And when I made this, I sadly trimmed the upper sleeve a little too narrow. So normally you'd be able to roll this down to expose your arrows. This does not want to roll as easily. I might make a new upper sleeve. I'm not sure. And when it's rolled up, it has a drawstring, and it just keeps my arrows in a nice place. They're combined, or they're together, and I just store them here, pull out however many I need while I'm on the range. The others stay in here safe, usually sit in my car while I'm up at the range. Okay, put my glove back on. See what the hell's going on Discord. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's end 2. Or total of end 6. If I don't get into a third royal during this video, I will do 3 streams today to get a full 144 shots in, with maybe an hour or 2 break between them. Just basically giving myself time to recover. Oh, it's in. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's end 3 of Royal Round 2. Start my timer. Be right back. I'm just on my 2-minute breaks. I'm just gonna, I mean, it's not powered up yet, but
Yeah.
oh, nice. How there's even a simulated wick on the top. So what just came in was some new lighting for one of my events. Some of our sites have rules about open flames. Some of them have rules about tiki torches where the open flame isn't controlled by like a propane tank that can be shut off. This just came in, so it's not charged. It's solar. It doesn't look too horrible. I went with one that didn't have too bad of a pattern on it, that wouldn't look too out of place. Unfortunately, since it's solar, it's not charged yet, but the candle is a flickering flame LED. Lady Birsa, who I usually camp with up in Aquaterra events, has a couple sets of these. And I've been wanting to get some for my camp, just so that I can have lighting that doesn't look too out of place, but respects the rules about open flames. I also saw some that look exactly like tiki torches, which I may look into getting. These are going to probably mount inside of my canopy. They came with different mounting brackets or stakes to go in here. If I put them up on tall poles and wrap those poles in like wood colored duct tape, I'll be using 3/4 inch PVC and taking them about to this high. So again, they look like torches, but we don't have a fire hazard off of them. People might joke about Ontario being rain, but we do have a dry season that's gotten worse. And last couple of years, we've had some really bad fire seasons. Okay. I believe this is set 4 of round 2. No, set 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's set 3. I need to get something to actually keep track. I'll do that on the next time around. Actually, no, I'll do that now. So that's currently where we're sitting with sets and everything. And I think I'm hoping it's reversing the images, of course. Or might just be on my monitor that it is. Okay, 30 seconds, enough to have another quick drink. While it's doing that, I'm going to put this at least up in the window. Try and get some sunlight on that. The way I'm gripping this is actually hard on my knuckle joints because it's not how you're supposed to be drawing a bow. But again, safety. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think I lost a little bit on my form there, but it's how I'm going to at least get stronger. And that is 2 royal rounds down. Okay, that's 48 shots done out of a total of 144. I've already put down stuff for the next 4, so I don't have to keep writing down. I can just put hash marks. I only set a 2-minute timer on this. I should be able to handle one more round off of that. Twenty seconds left. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Get a little bit more light in here. Put this where the sword can just there we go. That should hopefully help charge the light a little bit faster. So I'd really love to show off on camera what that light looks like. It looks a lot better. It will look a lot better in person, but Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, definitely went bad on my form on that, so I held it a little longer to compensate. That's half of Royal 2 down. 2 more of those to do, and I can call the first half today done. Let's see. That's email coming in. Okay. And yeah, I'm starting to feel this. Later tonight, I might only do one more set and then an additional 4 just to take me to 100 for the day. I want to hit 144. It's just lack of time shooting recently. Okay. Back into there. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 4, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, one more of those. Okay, that was set 3. I might have to break this up into tomorrow. I might have to do this in 3 rounds of 2 instead of 2 rounds of 3, just so I have enough recovery time. Which doesn't make me happy, but it's one of those. It is what it is. I'm still getting them done within the same day. Check the big computer, see what's going on. Okay. Comment on my post on the silk painting group. Well, let it be said I don't drink enough water. Don't let it be said that I don't drink enough water, because this is half a gallon right here. And I came prepared. Okay. I got one more in me. Then I'll probably take a quick break before I think about going on a walk. Okay. Yeah, I don't actually know what's more sore right now. Muscles on my arm and back, or knuckles on my hand because I'm improperly gripping the string. Hand would be a lot worse without a shooting glove. I'm also going to have to let my bracer dry out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, that's 3 full royals down. And this would have been a lot. This is actually a lot faster than I would have shot 3 royals. I'd usually shoot them over the course of about 2 to 3 hours. So I'm going to call the stream here. And I'll be back later tonight for another 3 rounds. Let's see, end stream.